This snake didn't bite. It could swallow you whole. And that flightless bird, it was a meat eater. You'd be its lunch. A crocodile, as long as a truck didn't wait, it hunted. And the turtle, strap a cannon on its back, and it would look like a tank. And finally, what do you get when you mix a spider with a scorpion? Welcome to prehistoric South America. Titanoboa. It looked like a snake, but it was more like a living nightmare. Titanoboa was the largest snake that ever lived. It could grow up to 15 meters long and weigh over a ton. That's longer than a school bus and heavier than a car. It didn't use venom. It didn't chase. It waited, then wrapped around its prey and crushed it with unbelievable force. Bones cracked. Lungs collapsed, a single squeeze, and it was over. Titanoboa ruled the swamps of ancient South America, where the heat was brutal and the jungle was thick. And if you were there, you'd never see it coming. For a human, it would mean death in seconds with no warning and no escape. Terror bird. Purussaurus. It couldn't fly, but it didn't need to. This bird ran fast, hunted hard, and killed with a single strike. Terror birds stood over 3 meters tall, taller than most humans. Their beaks were sharp and curved, built to stab and slice. They chased prey across open plains, using their speed and size to take down anything that moved. These birds weren't scavengers. They were hunters, and if you were smaller, slower, or just unlucky, you were lunch. For a human, there'd be no outrunning it. If it charged, you'd go down fast. Purussaurus forget. Modern crocodiles. Purussaurus was a monster. This ancient predator reached up to 12 meters in length, as long as a truck, and weighed around 8 tons. Its skull alone was over 1.5 meters long. It lived in rivers and swamps, but it didn't wait quietly like today's crocs. Purussaurus charged at its prey, with jaw pressure strong enough to crush bones in one bite. It could kill giant turtles, fish, and mammals with ease. If you were swimming nearby, you'd have no chance. You wouldn't even scream. For a human, being in the water meant sudden death, with no time to react. Carbonemys. It looked slow, harmless, maybe even a little funny, but Carbonemys was one of the largest turtles to ever exist. Its shell measured over 1.5 meters across, and its bite could crush bone. It lived in muddy swamps and rivers, protected by a rock-hard shell and armed with a strong, snapping beak. It didn't hunt like a crocodile or chase like a bird, but if something came too close, it could defend itself instantly. Even big predators kept their distance. This turtle wasn't prey. It was a tank. For a human, getting too close could mean losing a limb in one bite. Jacalopterus. It lived in the water, but it wasn't a fish. Jacalopterus was a sea scorpion, one of the largest arthropods to ever live. It grew up to 2.5 meters long, with claws strong enough to rip into flesh. Its body looked like a mix between a spider and a scorpion, with long arms, armored plates, and sharp pincers at the front. It hunted in silence, hiding in murky waters, waiting for movement. Then it struck, fast, deadly. Ancient South America was filled with monsters, but Jacalopterus was something else. You wouldn't just run, you'd freeze. For a human, it could grab and kill before you even saw it coming.